everyone, it is Nomadic Nisa with another video. So, today's video, let's talk about that situation I had with EF. It was just the most stressful situation because I had been working for EF for 2 years. And then they decided to let me go, basically. They wouldn't renew my contract, so I went looking for another job. However, when I started looking for another job, they said that they would not transfer my visa. So here's how this happened. I didn't find another job until in the middle of that period of when I had left EF and my current visa was about to expire. So let's take this situation to the end of the contract at EF. So this was around July. I left EF and they canceled my work permit and they changed my visa to a temporary stay visa. The temporary stay visa lasts only 3 months. This means that you can't go in and out of the country because, remember, temporary stay. So if you leave, you're not coming back. So I was stuck in the country for a little while, trying to figure out how am I going to do this? How am I going to get a job, especially because I don't want to go all the way back to America just to get another visa. So, the thing is that the trick around this, you have to find a new company that is willing to work with you to get a new visa within China. I got lucky for the simple fact that my bachelor's degree was already authenticated. That authentication won't expire until 2022. Lucky. However, because of my Cert TESOL, I had just got it. I had to get that authenticated. However, like I said in the visa process video, I sent it to London from China through a visa agency. No big deal. Fine. But the problem here was background check. Thankfully, in China, if you are here for at least 2 years, you can get a background check from the local police station in China. I got lucky. Yes. But there are other ways around it if you haven't been here for 2 years or whatever, and you still have to get a local police check from your home country, there are ways around that. They have plenty of options, especially with the job boards that I'm in WeChat. I'll explain WeChat in another video, where there are people who offer to get your background check and your documents authenticated when you are going and getting another visa and stuff like that. So yes, that was the situation with EF, with the visa transfer. Now, the whole process was kind of shaky for the simple fact that I was going back and forth between the government office where you are supposed to get your work permit and your visas and stuff like that. So first, this is the reason why there are extra pages used in my passport, even though they shouldn't have been. Like I said, my temporary stay visa was about to expire when I found a new job. So I had to get a residence permit. My company provided me with a residence permit that would only last 6 months. So then I had to do all of that. Then we had to work towards the work permit. that was another couple of days and stuff like that, over and over, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then again, I had to get my residence permit updated so that it can extend for the year. So that was the visa situation with EF and transferring to another company and stuff like that. It's not hard, but it is kind of stressful, especially when you don't know what you're doing. However, in this video, this is me telling you that even though it can be stressful for some people, there is a way. There is a way around it. You don't have to worry about it. You just have to go with the flow, learn, and stuff like that. I will also say that this was the most important part of having local friends, because I asked my local friends, my former students who were my students at EF, who became my friends. I asked them, okay, how do I get a background check? So one friend took me to get my background check, and I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And then I had to go to the government office to get the residence permit. So I didn't know where that was, even though it was right there near where I used to work. Crazy, I don't know. But they took me there. They did all the translating for me and stuff like that because it was just so stressful. It's like, nothing's in English here. I need someone to help me with translation. So they actually helped me with that. So that was great as well. Like I said, 2019, let's say the summer of 2019, was a stressful summer. It was a stressful couple of months just because of that situation. And then the simple fact that I was moving to another district. I was moving out of the city and I was moving closer to another province, but not necessarily. I was still in the same province, but in another district. Another thing about local friends, in that process, they helped me find an apartment. That was the best thing about teaching adults because I gained so many local friends and they are always there willing to help me. If they see that I'm having the hardest day, they're like, okay, Denisa, what's wrong? Like, there's this, there's that, there's this. And they're like, okay, what can I do to help? And I love that because in China, especially with the Chinese, they are always so willing to help someone. They think of it, it's the community feeling. I love that. And I love my local friends for that because they are always willing to help me even if I don't ask for it. They're just like, tell me if you need help. I am always here for you. No matter what, I will be here. Okay? So, yes. They helped me find my apartment. They helped me with the visa process, the background check. Even some of them helped me move into my new apartment. So, that's the moral of this story here. Local friends are the best. Because when you don't know what you're doing, someone else does. Someone is always there to help you. And that is the greatest thing ever. All right, everyone. So I explained my little situation with EF. Like I said, it's not bad to go with big companies, but beware of situations when you want to leave the company. They are not willing to transfer your visa. Even if you try and convince them, they won't do it. But know that just because they won't do it, there isn't another way around it without having to leave the country. You don't have to. I actually had another plan on how to get another visa. But luckily, I didn't have to go through that. Because at first, since I'm so close to Hong Kong, I was going to go to Hong Kong and start the whole process over, because I already knew how to do the process to a certain extent in another country, but I didn't know exactly how to do it within China itself. But I was capable of figuring it out in Hong Kong. And it wasn't going to be that hard because, like I said, I had mostly all of my documents already prepared. So it wasn't a big deal. So always know that if there is something like a roadblock, jump over that roadblock. So do your research. Find a different way around it. It's not that hard. Or even ask for help. Alright everyone, I've done enough talking about my situation in EF. So I will let you go. It's almost time for work for me. This is your girl, Nomadic Nisa. And don't forget, like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Bye.